wanted for gunning down 4 victims in 4 days, including 3 homeless people and a man who was killed in a follow-home robbery in San Dimas.
Yeah, let's go right to Omar Lewis. He is live at LAPD headquarters in downtown LA, where the chief, Michael Moore, and the mayor, Karen Bass, both announced that arrest. Omar?
Yeah, that's right, Rick and Karine. LAPD Chief Michael Moore says that detectives were able to use surveillance video and forensic testing to connect all of these cases. They've now arrested that suspect and have the murder weapon that they believed was used in all 4 of these cases here. We can take you to video and show you this suspect, 33-year-old Jared Joseph Powell of Los Angeles. He's allegedly the gunman responsible of the murders of 3 homeless men across LA from November 26th to the 29th. He's also the prime suspect in that follow-home murder of Nicholas Cimbolon, who was shot and killed in the garage of his San Dimas home on Tuesday night. The LA County Sheriff's Department made an arrest in that case after a vehicle seen in surveillance video following Cimbolon home from an EV charging station was placed into a law enforcement database. Powell was arrested in a traffic stop by Beverly Hills Police on Thursday, and a weapon was also recovered. In a news conference today, the LAPD says their detective work helped them make the connection that the suspect accused of shooting and killing the 3 unhoused people in LA was the same person arrested in the San Dimas case.
And the result of their work has positively identified the handgun recovered from Mr. Powell's car as being the murder weapon of our 3 homicides. Additionally, our investigation has documented Mr. Powell's vehicle as being at the murder scene of all 3 homicides. And Mr. Powell's physical appearance is consistent with the imagery recovered to this point. We have not yet established a motive of Mr. Powell in these 3 murders.
The string of killings of homeless people happened as they slept alone. It all started around 3 a.m. Sunday in an alley. The second happened the next day shortly before 5 a.m. And a 3rd homeless person was killed Wednesday around 2:30 a.m. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass thanked law enforcement officials for their quick detective work and praised the role of government agencies in opening shelters to make sure that those who are unhoused had a safe place to stay. As you heard there, no motive has been determined at this point. However, Powell will now be facing charges that include murder and robbery. That's the very latest here live from downtown LA. I'm Omar Lewis. We'll send it back to you in Hollywood.
Omar, thank you. Developing news tonight in Granada Hills. That's where there's been another home invasion, but this time the victim fought back. Police say 4 suspects entered the home early this morning, but only 3 left after the homeowner shot and killed one of the would-be robbers.
Yeah, KTLA 5's Chris Wolf is live in Granada Hills tonight, where he spoke with some of the neighbors there. Chris?
That's right, Rick and Karine, and people we did speak with say that crime is out of control in this area. They are fed up and they are defending themselves. When criminals break into these homes, they may not know what to expect when they get inside. With a seemingly endless violent crime wave plaguing Southern California, homeowners, would-be victims, are increasingly fighting back. Investigators say around 5 a.m. Saturday morning in Granada Hills, 4 men in their 20s, armed with rifles, entered a home on Swinton Avenue with the intention of committing a robbery. The homeowner, a grandmother, and toddler were inside. One of the intruders pointed his weapon at the homeowner, and at some point during the violent crime, the homeowner pulled out his own gun and fatally shot one of the thieves. The 3 others scattered, and police believe at least one of them was also injured because authorities discovered a trail of blood in the neighborhood. Apparently, the getaway car was left at the scene. The victims tell KTLA they are still grappling with the traumatic experience and do not want to talk to the media at this time. Video from the scene shows at least 2 men being handcuffed, but details are unclear. Police say they detained the resident involved in the shooting for questioning before paramedics examined him.
Our investigation will continue at this point, but anyone that's inside of their residence that is faced with a deadly threat and is perceived as a deadly threat has the right to protect themselves.
Some neighbors who spoke to us do not want to be identified.
The suspects mess with the wrong homeowner, So hopefully this will stop them or something. It makes me feel good that people actually protect their home and, you know, they're able to protect their home and stop these guys.
We've been having burglaries every day in this neighborhood. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all this has happened. It's been a real problem here, and the residents here are fed up.
And we will hear about other similar crimes in this area recently, coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Reporting live in Granada Hills, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Wolfie, thank you for that.
Yeah. Remember, if you ever see something like this, back off. Don't try to be a hero. Give the officers plenty of room. And again, we see this time and time again. And people ask, why do they run? Because they can, and sometimes they get away. In fact, in the city of Los Angeles, on average, 18% of those being pursued are able to evade police, many on motorcycles. Some of those, however, though, Steve and Lisa, are situations where the police, law enforcement decides to pull off because of the danger to the public. Los Angeles leads the state in injuries, in fact, leads the nation in injuries to innocent people because of pursuits. So they try to be as careful as possible. That's absolutely right.
We'll try. We'll try. What can we do? Good luck, Daniel, with that.
Yeah, if you see some... It certainly is. It almost looks like some sort of procession, right? That's what when I first saw it. You could see 35 miles an hour tops, maybe 30, 25 at times, just making his way. The suspect, we believe it's a male suspect. Unclear if anybody else is in the automobile, if it's just being driven by the one alleged carjacking suspect. There's some kids on the sidewalk there, too.
Contrast, fuck my life, I don't know. Leave me alone. Sure. Is this any good? Is this good or bad? I just set everything up all over again. I know.
I've read about that as well, Lisa, and covering so many of these up here over the years. I've seen some tragic ones.
We're lagging
a lot that are conducted in a way that they are brought to an end safely. There's only so much they can do in certain situations, especially when it's high speed through residential areas. This one being a slow speed chase down Century Boulevard and now approaching LAX, passing the new stadium that will be the future home to the Rams and the Chargers by the Forum here. A construction zone here, which would, in a situation, if this was a higher speed pursuit, cause some issues as well. But single file here, single lane on westbound Century Boulevard, approaching LAX now through the community of Inglewood. He's just not yielding. Part of it is Metro, the extension around LAX, extending it so that we can get Metro rail service towards LAX here, and a lot of it is revamping of Century Boulevard as well. But single file, again, just one lane open here through Inglewood, still westbound on Century Boulevard, and it looks like we can continue westbound all the way to LAX. So I think what we will do is we're going to take sort of the southward approach and follow the 105 so we can perhaps intercept this guy over towards the 405 freeway.
I'm actually really mad at
the 405 freeway.
Is this like...
Right now, if you can envision coming into LAX, which both of you have many a times, and you come over the Forum, Old Hollywood Park, the south runways on the complex.
The CPU is at maximum. I'm sad that we bought this computer and it didn't improve that much, and it's not that much of an improvement. And I don't really feel like doing this shit right now. Right? I don't want to do this right now. Let's put it on base quality 7. Right? Okay. And then close it. And then check it.